Hello, my name is Horizen, and welcome back to Deus Ex Revision Part 3. In today's episode, we are going to storm... we're going to enter and have a debriefing in the UNATCO headquarters right here on Liberty Island. But just before we do that, I remember there's TNT crates all over the place, and maybe we can use one of them to blast open that box that we saw at the end of the last episode. Well, let's game on. Bye, Pa. I know you told me to go in and meet you, but I've got other better things to do, so see you later.
They sent us in to pick up the pieces. We've already searched the bodies and delivered the enemy munitions to the quartermaster.
You already told me that. This is what I want. Now don't explode in my hands. That would not please me.
Don't worry about the bodies. We'll handle it.
Right? Here we are. Oh, hey, Mr. Rat. Now, I want to put this down without dying. I'm not exactly sure how to do that. That's exactly what I did not want. Let's try setting it down on top. It's locked, yeah. That's better. Now let's get some more distance. Oh, did I kill you, Rat? Oh, look at that. I stepped on you? Oh, yeah. Can I pick you up? You don't find anything. What was I expecting to find? That's my question. Alright. Good. Target, and fire. Now, did I accomplish anything? That's the question. Yes. A credit chip. Alright. 200 credits added. Nice. And some 30-06 ammo. It's not going to tell me how much. Well, it's a shame. But anyways, 200 credits. Not bad, not bad. I'm glad I thought of that. That was worth it.
Way to go, sir.
I'm back, Paul. Did you miss me?
Get inside. I'll meet you in Manderley's office.
Okay. Well, I guess nothing else to do but get on in. 115 skill points awarded. What a strange number. 115? Why 115? And that's a really nice, really shiny floor. I can see my crotch. That's kind of disturbing. I don't really want to look at my crotch. Not really, no. I shut you off, didn't I? Yeah, that camera was looking in here, the ones that I showed up in the van, as they call it. Let's read the newspaper. Note received. Check data vault for details. All right, but I didn't read it yet. Meade bucks Congress. April, Washington, D.C. Defying Congress for the third time this year, President Meade unilaterally paid the United States late dues to the United Nations. Like good tenants, we must pay our rent on time, he told reporters. Leaders of both parties criticized the move. Where does he get the cash? Asked Senator Ridden de Illinois. Clearly from some budget item yet to be approved by this Congress. The Republicans were no kinder. This council member has been betrayed, and so has America, said Senator Oslo, Liverpool. R. California. Strange names. D. Illinois, R. California. I don't know. Weird. Anyway. The Congress came together to approve a UNATCO presence on U.S. soil, but we did not write a blank check. No, sir. A superpower does not pay rent. Yeah, indeed. Late dues to the United Nations. Weird. Nice. I can push you around. Wow, how nice. You do look like actual leather. I actually want to sit down. Your hands are full. I can pick you up? It's too heavy to lift. Seriously? It's a chair. That should not be too heavy. That's... Okay. I'm weak. That's all I can surmise from that. I'm just weak. And this has got iron inside them. But I wouldn't want to put such a heavy chair then on this nice floor.
Way to go, sir. I thought Gunther was a goner.
No, I'm on the job.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
Why not? It's light.
You're just kidding around, right?
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
Why not? You need light.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
You already said that.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
I'm going to do some more.
You're just kidding around, right? I don't understand. What are you doing?
I'm trying to see if I can wind you up. It doesn't seem to be working. And why do you have 2 keyboards?
It's my first day, too. I'm pretty excited.
Let's look at that keyboard. Why do you have 2 keyboards? Seriously. That's weird. And they're mirrored, too. Is that one of those weird...
I was in your class at the academy. You probably don't remember.
No, sorry, I really don't. Sorry. Is that one of those weird ergonomic keyboards that split in 2? Kinda looks like it. Caps lock, shift, control.
Manderley's office is on level 2. He's expecting you.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's a weird ergonomic keyboard that's split in 2. I don't like it. It feels unnatural. I think it would feel unnatural. I want that.
I've got to watch the doors.
Okay. Yay! 2 points of health. Okay, data cube. Shannon! Ammunition is disappearing again! We're changing the door code for the
I was in
combat
your
near
class
the
at the academy.
helipad.
You probably don't remember.
Don't interrupt me. New code 0451. Especially when you're saying the same thing all over again. You already said that. And,
It's my first day, too. I'm pretty excited.
yeah, you said that already too. Goodbye. I'm running away. Oh, good. I can throw the trophies around. I'm so glad I can throw the trophies around. I wonder if I can get into those vents up there. Oh, the camera. The camera is deactivated. Oh, I thought it was going to go up, but no, I'm going down.
Check in with Manderley on level 2.
I guess it's sub-level 2? I was expecting level 2 to be up in the air, not down underground. Okay. Oh. Inaka personnel only. Well, that's me. Yay, let's heal up. What a slow, tedious way. But it's health. I drank it all. It's all gone again. Out of water.
Come on in. The retinal scanner can read blood vessel patterns right through your sunglasses.
Alright. Can I take this stuff? Doesn't look like it. But I still want it.
I heard there was a lot of fighting topside.
Kinda. A little bit. Can I jump in there? Why did... Okay. That glass.
I couldn't hear a thing from down here.
This glass? Yeah, there's... I can just barely see the sheen of the glass. It's there. That's why I can barely hear...
Someone's got to watch HQ.
Yeah, that's why I can barely hear you. You're talking to me through glass. Oh, who are you?
JC. Mind if I call you JC?
Well, it's my name, so... You know. My code name, that is. Don't forget the Denton part. I guess I'll just use this retinal scanner then.
Before the briefing, you've got to go to level 3 for your equipment and a medical examination. See Jaime Reyes in the med center and Sam Carter in the armory.
But level 3 first, huh? Can I go in here? No. But I want to. Now, that, once again, must be sub-level 3, not normal level 3. Below ground level 3. Well, this is level 1.
Hell of a first day.
You don't say. I do want to explore here first. Unlocked. You're not going to talk to me?
Didn't know the NSF had so many people in New York.
Yeah. I had no idea. that is, but it's locked. I don't want to use pics. I really don't. Oh good, the place is gonna be a maze. I really love it when these places are mazes. Paul Denton's office. I'm not supposed to be here, but I'm here anyway. What does this say? Paul! Mr. Manderley has informed me that you will be based out of New York's facilities for the near future. I've arranged to have this office made available for your use. Your network login has also been reactivated. Welcome home, Janice. I don't know what that login is, but I imagine Paul does, and that's good enough. Shed some light in the situation. Hey, Pot. I don't know your login. I don't want to hack it. Not yet. Not yet. Maybe in the future. What on earth is that? Oh, yeah. This place is a maze. I don't want to go down yet. They came from there, right? Yeah, sure I did.
Your partner for the next assignment, Anna and Navarre, is in the adjoining break room to the east. Maybe you should introduce yourself.
Before I go down, I guess. Goal received. Okay, thank you for the goal. Go that way in a moment. First, I want to check in here.
We'll finish the job when we get to Manhattan.
Okay, can I drink your coffee? Ah, you don't mind. Thank you. That's great. I'm gonna throw some boxes on the floor too. You don't mind, right? Great.
It was quiet till sundown. Then all hell broke loose.
You don't say. That would require 3 lockpicks. I don't want to. Is it locked? It's not. Public computer terminal. What can you do? Please choose a bulletin to view. Oh my goodness. All kinds of news. Okay, time for some reading. Terrorism, crime, or conscience? The question must be asked. Is the global rise of terrorism a haphazard response to a decimated economy, or is there a pattern? Does UNATCO face coordinated ideological opposition? Some groups, Silhouette in France, for instance, have declared a meme war? Or war of meanings? Okay, in their terminology. They spread email and pamphlets that lampoon the UN's proposal for a one-world democracy, a tedious exercise in rudimentary propaganda, with sophistries. Definitely a new word for me. With sophistries and doublespeak, they portray freedom as obedience, democracy as tyranny, and UNATCO as the perpetrator of terrorism. An idea as shocking as it is reprehensible. Other organizations such as the self-proclaimed Revolutionary National Scientists Forces, NSF, in the US claim alliance to the meme war, but are in fact no better than common criminals. They desire territory and wealth at the expense of society at large. Their civil war is merely a smoke screen for criminal activity. Any population can be quickly turned against such revolutionaries simply by educating them about the UN's policies and goals. Joseph Manderley, Director, UNATCO. Do I have to add these to the data vote one by one? I'm going to read them all first. Terrorism, threat, profiling. Symbolic attacks, the Statue of Liberty bombing, the desecration of the Soviet War Memorial in Berlin, the department store shooting sprees on Orchard Road in Singapore are the resources of the weak. They serve only to call attention to a group or cause that is of no more than marginal interest to the public. But what distinguishes true terrorist activity is its gradual escalation towards genuine acts of war. Fringe groups now have access to technology that allow direct assaults on governments, including the classic trio of nuclear, biological, or chemical weaponry, NBC. But aside from direct assaults on a nation and its people, indirect attacks can cause considerable collateral damage. Rogue software can disrupt financial markets, communications, and military operations, while encryption programs allow terrorists to coordinate smuggling operations in secret right over the net. Drugs, guns, illegal immigrants, and even heavy equipment such as the armored vehicles and cruise missiles are routinely traded across borders, aided and abetted by such software. UNATCO, the first organization with the technology, manpower, and authority to cope with such threats, is an idea that is long overdue. Joseph Manderley, Director, UNATCO. Know Your Enemy, NSF. The National Secessionist Force, NSF, remain a very real and increasingly widespread terrorist threat. 10 years ago, in response to the Sporting Weapons Act of 2042, splinter groups from nearly every state militia refused to surrender their rifles, grenades, landmines, and other collectibles prohibited by the act, unified under the charismatic leadership of Leon Woods. These isolated fanatics eventually formed the NSF, with Woods assuming the rank of general. Their intended goal, the liberation of Washington, Montana, Oregon, and Northern California. While Woods died during his infamous last stand in 2045, his war machine continues what can only be termed an occupation of the United States, aided by an encrypted network designed by dissident computer scientists from San Francisco and Seattle. Currently, the UNATCO Cryptography Division has had minimal success in cracking their communications, requiring more direct intelligence gathering techniques to be utilized. The UN has declared war on the NSF. Know Your Enemy, Silhouette. Famous for inserting 20th century style commercials into the net broadcast of the World Cup in 2050, Silhouette favors feats of spectacle over violence. Printed circuits, part of this nutritious breakfast, the announcer told children in one of the World Cup commercials. You ain't mech till you eat mech. A mech boy chews a memory chip. Boys who eat organics get stomped by their post-human classmates. Mech boys in UNATCO helmets and metal boots take turns kicking another boy. Despite their numerous pranks, these intellectuals, artists, and labor organizers pose a serious threat. They are well armed and have been linked to the murders of numerous politicians and journalists. They will not hesitate to use lethal force. Know Your Enemy, the Triads. UNATCO surveillance of Hong Kong is currently a high priority given the renewed threat of Chinese organized crime in the form of the Triads. Despite being a model of prosperity and technological leadership for decades, Hong Kong persists as a haven for organized crime. The Triads, namely the Luminous Path and Red Arrow, vie for control of the 10 trillion credit shopping business, much of which supplies Greater Asia with pirated technology, illegal drugs, and weapons. Most disturbing of all, the Triads preach an ethic of techno-piracy that has found enthusiastic support among small shopkeepers and businessmen who often aid the gangsters and buy their bootleg software. Gullible and greedy, this army of middlemen remain insensitive to how their violations of intellectual property and copyright laws damage the global information technology. Know Your Enemy, Other Threats. UNATCO operatives have identified over 1,250 terrorist organizations active in the world today. Some too small to currently present a serious threat, but all eager to see one or more governments topple. Groups such as the Templars in Europe, X-51, Western US, will be dealt with in subsequent volumes of Know Your Enemy. I look forward to it. Know Your Surroundings, UNATCO headquarters. The UNATCO headquarters facility on Liberty Island was built to be a logical operations base for UN anti-terrorism activities in the northeastern United States. And through a network of complementing facilities and personnel around the world, designed to provide a full suite of facilities for the local UNATCO team and visiting agents, this facility includes a suite of offices of ranking personnel, a medical center capable of maintaining augmented individuals, a dedicated armory, state-of-the-art telecommunications infrastructure, and finally, short-term detention facilities. There are a few defensive aspects of this facility's design, necessitated by its proximity to New York and its location beneath the infrastructure and foundations of Liberty National Park. Among other security considerations, this facility is designed to weather a nuclear strike on the mainland while being able to continue conducting regular, if non-standard, counter-terror operations. The key feature of this goal is the active interaction hardening system, which not only provides protection against EM interference from a potential nuclear strike, but also obscures any unwanted wireless transmissions in or out of the facility. One of the quirks of this mechanism is that it tends to play havoc with devices that rely on polar orientation, such as compasses. All personnel are welcome to use of the break room and lounge spaces during their downtime. Please do keep in mind that at times we may have hostile individuals on the premises and that UNATCO staff are permitted to carry weapons. We aim to foster a family atmosphere, and we hope that every member of the coalition finds a welcoming home in these walls. Alright, well, let's add them all. Because I just don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. Add them all. Knowledge is power, you know. Knowledge is power. Log out. You've gone dark, but I can still access you again. I don't know. Okay. I don't like that they're all available to add to the data vault again. I don't like that. Notes. Terrors of threat profiling, know your enemy. Okay, it's all there. It's all there. Now, let's see if this works. What's the keyword I need? Let's look for account. Find. Nothing. ATM. Know your surroundings. No, I don't want that one. That's the one I want. Oh my goodness. 230023. Easy. 40558. 230023. 4558. Login error, access denied, but why? Is it the wrong info? 230023. 4558. Maybe it only works at that one ATM, not all of them. Which would be weird. That's not the way ATMs are supposed to work. I give up! I give up! I give up! I give up! My partner? Partner, are you in here? Partner? I told you were nearby. Maybe in there? Maybe over there? I want to play pinball first. Yay! I can hear the sounds. Can't see the pinball though, so that's boring. Alright, what's over here? Are you here? Oh. Are you my partner? Oh, are you my partner?
Are you sure you pressed the right button?
Yeah, I am.
I do not make mistakes of that kind.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Your hand might have slipped.
No, I wanted orange. It gave me lemon lime.
The machine would not make a mistake.
It's the maintenance man. He knows I like orange.
So you think the staff has some kind of plot?
Yes, they do that on purpose.
Some people do. Some people do. Yep.
My new partner, J.C. Denton. Don't tell me you're going to wear those sunglasses during a night operation.
Yep.
My vision is augmented.
Better to look good than to have the distractions of another agent who needs backup.
Forgive my interruption. I just wanted to say that I look forward to working with you, Agent Navarre. You'll have to excuse me. I've got to be briefed by Mr. Manderley.
I do not expect you to perform as well as Agent Hermann, but the mission will require us to do more than frighten the NSF with our baggy coats that make us look bigger than we really are.
I am prepared to perform my duties.
For instance, not to be a man running into enemy lines without coordinated military assault.
No problem.
You're running away. You're leaving me. But we're partners. Oh, that's an interesting shirt you got there. Is that really...
I have to prepare for the mission.
That's quite an eye you got there. Is that really standard issue? Is that uniform? I mean, we're all cops. Why do we all look like that? None of us look like cops. You don't look like a cop. You look scary. Really scary. Those eyes, especially. And the top of your head. And the way you look at me. At least you're not constantly looking at me. That'd be worse. You got anything to say?
You will be working with Anna Navarre.
Oh, cool. Will we work together later too? I hope. Is this your... Oh. I have no room in my inventory, so I guess I'm just... Oh, a newspaper. Midnight Sun. Mead from Mars. Cape Canaveral. Okay. NASA scientists confirmed that the eroded remains of the Alba Petra crater on Mars precisely match the face of President Meade. It's him! Declares senior planetary specialist Kevlar Umla? There's his nose! That ridge! See? See the crater rim marking his hairline? The way he combs his hair, appearing in this region of parallel valleys. The White House had no comment. However, Martin Wisdom, president of EA, Enemies of Aliens, told Midnight Sun, "This is the evidence we have been looking for. A warning that Mr. Meade is not human. He is probably a Martian general, a war hero, come here to conquer the Earth with the assistance of the United Nations." Ryan Allen, staff writer. Okay, that's weird. But yay, it's a pot. I'm gonna throw a pot at you.
Adderley says sit out this one. I am filing another protest.
Okay. I meant to throw that at you. Let's try that again. Oh yeah. You like that, right? Right off your head. You don't mind, right? You okay with that?
I don't need sitting out. Simple provision of a plasma rifle with laser sighting and I am ready to go.
Those eyes really don't help you see much, do they? You didn't even see that pot or feel it. Well, I got a candy bar. And I lost 2 credits. Hooray! Alright, what else is going on? Can I use this? No, I can't. I'd really like to find a med bot or something like that, so I don't have to use all my medical supplies when I'm at headquarters. Is that right? What's that? Let me listen closer. Oh, you said... Whoa, you don't say. Are you Charlie Fullman, or are you talking about Charlie Fullman? You are Charlie Fullman. You never close your lips. Come on. That's why you sound so funny. You gotta close your lips from time to time. It's necessary. Bye. Ooh, what's in the women's room? I'm gonna get in trouble, aren't I? You in there? Nobody in there? Toilet paper. Looks clickable, but it's not. Toilet is. I can throw trash around. That's awesome. Alright, I'm gonna let the water run. So I can flood the place. A vase that's now on the floor. Hooray! I don't really want bathroom cigarettes anymore. Anyway, not anymore. I've never taken bathroom cigarettes before. That's disgusting. I'd never do such a horrible, disgusting thing. I don't smoke at all. Definitely not bathroom toilet cigarettes. I don't know why I said anymore. Just never. Utility pushcart? Just want to look inside it, not throw it around. Good grief. Well, now that we got that done, and that done, I guess I should head down to level 3 for my medical! Level 2, hi.
We finally got to cap some rebels, eh, Denton?
Yeah, it did.
Good work up there.
Why, thank you. You're talking about the water drinking, right? I do my best. See? It's all out. Can't see any water in there.
Good work up there.
Thank you. Sorry, there's none left for you. So how do I get down to level 3? I know I need to go down to level 3. What's in here? A locked door. Hooray. This is a locked office? No, it's an unlocked office. Gunther Hermann! Alright, you don't mind if I go in, do you, Gunther? I didn't think so. What's this say? Agent Hermann. The new access code for the detention wing is 31173. We are anticipating a new contingent of prisoners from tonight's operations, and I have been informed that an official from Washington may be attending to the corresponding interrogations. He may request your presence if you are not otherwise occupied with field operations. Please keep this information confidential to help ensure the continuous security of this facility. Sergeant Peter Barnes. Well, good job just leaving it out there for anybody to read who just comes in here. That's a great idea. Oh, that's quite a souvenir you got in here. I sure hope it's not live. Not gonna hack your computer. Not right now. What? Okay, you're not real. You're a dummy. You saw me go in there, didn't you? Alright, I'm reading this. I said I'm reading this, not throwing cardboard boxes around. Good grief. Mass grave in Brooklyn, April, New York. Responding to an outbreak of gray death that quickly overwhelmed all city services. National Guard forces were placed under the command of local law enforcement today and mobilized to help with disposal of the recently deceased in Brooklyn. However, the National Guard soon proved inadequate in containing the chaos, and in many cases, the dead were simply left lying in streets, while the dying, mostly homeless, wandered the city until collapsing. Traffic jams and looting remain widespread, and as fear of the disease continues to escalate, frequent riots have made any attempt at an organized cleanup impossible. With the threat of secondary diseases looming, city officials have consulted with the CDC in Atlanta and ordered a mass grave to be dug in Gateway National Park. That's morbid. Don't like it. I'm gonna hack your computer while you sit.
I am not going to hold your hand. You have your orders.
You're not gonna hold my hand! But that's why I came here! Okay, second thought, I don't want it. I'm gonna hack your computer while you sit here and watch me. You okay with that? Of course.
I have to prepare for the mission.
Okay, you do that. I do want that stuff, but obviously you don't want me to take it, so I'll just leave it there. And I'm not gonna hack your computer. Throwing knives. Can I take that? You don't have enough room in your inventory to pick up the throwing knife. Grr, 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 grr. Should I just upgrade something? I don't know how often I'll use it, but probably the thing that needs accuracy the most would be the sniper rifle. I want to see how the stats change. Base accuracy is base accuracy 75 plus 2, 77%. All right. That's not a huge jump. It's now plus 5, 80%. Clip size 6 rounds for a sniper rifle. That's sniper rifle. For a sniper rifle, that sounds just fine. But I don't have a sniper rifle. I have a sniper rifle. I think the handgun needs more in terms of clip capacity. An extended magazine that increases clip capacity beyond the factory default. You go from 6 to... Yay! One whole more extra round. But for the handgun, that could be very important, possibly. Laser targeting dot. Well, the weapon I actually use the most often, for now at least, is the tranquilizer crossbow. So let's give it to that. Done. Dun dun. Can I take a knife now? I can take them all. Ah! Ah! You're my partner! You're frightening! That sounds so bad. That's bad! I read that. You're a frightening, frightening woman. Seriously. Can I take those? What can I do with a dart? Can I use them with the tranquilizer darts? It says I found some darts. I only see one each time I click, but well, what do I know? My counting skill has always been terrible. I mean, 1 could be 100, 100 could be 1, who knows? But anyways, I'm glad to have more ammo. Now, I'm still looking for the way down to level 3, but I guess while I'm here, let's check out my office. UNATCA Officer J.C. Denton, 50 skill points awarded for some strange reason. I didn't get a chance to read why.
You found your office. Did Janice give you your login? I guess not. Let's see. JCD, password, Bionic Man.
Bionic Man. Would have thought that password would have been long used already. I don't want to answer the phone. Nobody there. Please be quiet. Thank you. Now, I already forgot. I have such good memory. I'm gonna just search for JC. There we go. Log in JCD. Password Bionic Man. JCD Bionic Man. I don't know why I forgot that. JCD. Yeah, Bionic V/. That's what it is. Bionic Man. Let's see what's going on in here. Oh, more to read. Hooray, hooray. From J-Rays to JC Denton. Subject, greetings and nanotech briefings. Hey, Horizen! That's me. Guess I'll have to get used to calling you JC around the offices. Not sure where they came up with that, but at least they gave you the same last code name as your brother. Anyways, whatever they're calling you, it's good to see a familiar name on the roster. My first job here has been to read up on your augmentations. I'm beginning to see why you found classes so easy. Every neuron in your head has been augmented. That sounds painful. Alright. For example, the voice in your head from an operator, someone here at Hey HQ, able to handle the scanning equipment in your skull and broadcast advice over your infolink, leaps fully formed right into your temporal lobe, bypassing the eardrum and its sensory neurons. It's perfectly inaudible to everyone around you, of course, not to mention that the nanites clinging to your axons can both receive and transmit symbolic information. So, if you ever need help, don't sweat it. Someone at HQ probably already knows. Come by if you want to hear more. This is great stuff. Jamie. Why, thank you, Jamie. I'd love to come by and hear more. Enter the data vault. J-Rays. Nano augmentation and you. I was asked by the region medical coordinator to forward this information to all of you. I do so without further comment. Who is it to? To G. Hermann, A. Navarre, and J.C. Denton. All the three of us. Alright. Why not Paul? Why is Paul not included? Pass it on to him later, privately. By now, you've heard about the upcoming transition to nano-augmentation. It's coming, but not as soon as you think. UNATCO has only one nano-augmented agent, with a second just now graduating from the academy. It will be years before the program leaves the laboratory. Your mechanical augmentations are not obsolete. Some agents express concern that they will be walking junk in 10 years. One agent expressed their fears in an anonymous email saying, "We'll be sold at the flea markets. old gray golems for scaring the children. So what about my legs? What about my life? Sick. I've never understood what that means, sick in square brackets. I really should look it up. Probably an acronym for something. I don't know. Keep some perspective. Prosthetics remain the only proven technology for enhancing human abilities. Those who make the sacrifice are appreciated, commended, and saluted as heroes. I'll take it. Med Directorate. To J.C. Denton. Subject, nano-augmentation stressors. Nano-augmented agents will often encounter stress created by resentment among fellow agents, particularly those who have been mechanically augmented. In an effort to secure freedom and liberty for those under their protection, many UNATCO agents have chosen to sacrifice social acceptance for mission performance by surgically replacing limbs and organs with mechanically or electronically enhanced equivalents. But, don't interrupt your telephone. But your nano-augmentation point the way of the future. Thousands of microscopic, living, organic machines that exist in symbiosis with your body. That doesn't synergize with a butt. Anyway, because such augmentations create only minimal disfigurement, they are likely to be a source of friction between you and other mechanically augmented agents. But it is important to understand that UNATCO is an organization where individuals must act in concert. Each is important to the whole, and mutual understanding is essential to the teams comprised of diverse human and augmented agents. If you have any further questions or wish to discuss these issues, please feel free to send email to Eschels, UNATCO blah 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 to make an appointment. And welcome to UNATCO Agent. So are there really only 2 mechanically augmented agents? That's it? Just 2? Only 2? Only 2? I've only seen 2. So that's what was in my computer. Telephone answer machine. There's nothing. Telephone. There was a message at the bottom of the screen. I missed it. I don't know what it said. Let's read the newspaper. French connection found in rubble. April, New York. Recently released evidence from last year's bombing of the Statue of Liberty supports growing rumors that link the incident with French terrorist group Silhouette. Already, members of Congress are calling for immediate cessation of diplomatic relations between the United States and France unless the responsible parties are brought to justice. Rash accusations will not reverse the damage that has already been done, said UNATCO Director Joseph Manderley. Both France and the U.S. subscribe to the UNATCO Charter and are committed to the full and ongoing investigation of this horrible crime. An anonymous email received from an individual purporting to be the Silhouette Minister of True Lies denies all responsibility. For that, you must go to the center of the maze, the email said, in part. Can you stop going yammer yammer? And please close your mouth. It looks really odd when you talk like that. Oh, really it does. I can't talk like that. If I never close my mouth, I can't form all of the sounds that I need to. It just doesn't work. How did you get on TV? Goodbye. Hope to see you again soon. Well, since I've already started exploring, let's see what else we've got here. What do you got to say? Anything?
Glad to have you aboard.
Fine, thank you. Ooh, a book. I hope it's not long. For far too long, terrorists have exploited international tensions and regional legislative variations to elude authorities. A significant step was made towards eliminating these legal loopholes when U.S. President Philip Riley Meade lobbied the Congress to make the U.S. a UNATCO member nation. Enough is enough, he declared in his landmark State of the United Address. And the citizens of the... Too much reading. And the citizens of the United States responded with enthusiastic endorsement of his position. Not only did the United States become a charter member of UNATCO, But UNATCO headquarters are now located on Liberty Island in the shadow of that shattered monument of freedom. UNATCO deals not only with terrorist threats, but also any transgressions of the international legal code, including drug trafficking, software piracy, and money laundering. With the full support of the United States, UNATCO was, for the first time, able to truly declare itself the world's policeman. Well, I think that will be where we finish up this episode for today. I don't want to make this video too long, as exciting as it is. Let's say something good for the next video. Well, it seems there's quite a lot to do in HQ, a lot to read, a lot of good information, very entertaining. Come on back next time where we find our way to the armory, our medical, and our debriefing with Manderley. See you then. Game on.